Okay, you guys asked for it. You asked me to do a British food taste video, food challenge. Hope that makes sense. So if you want to see how that turns out, then stay tuned to the latest episode of the G-Log.
Meet radio and television personality Gaz Reynolds, the founder of World Domination Records and Great Drive Driving School. Like, comment and subscribe to be part of the journey. This is Gaz Reynolds, the G-Log.
The G-Log album is now on sale worldwide. Get your copy now. Available at YouTube Music, Spotify and all major outlets around the world. Links in the description below. Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log. This video has been filmed over a couple of days. It's not a 24-hour challenge, but I am featuring a traditional breakfast, lunch and dinner, all British food. You guys asked for this. You said that you wanted me to do a traditional British food taste test. So I'm going to be featuring 3 favourite British traditional foods which I think you're going to love. And I certainly enjoyed filming this video. It was great fun. Filmed over a couple of days, as I said. The reason for this is because I had such a massive video project being filmed about my historical visit to 10 Downing Street to meet Boris Johnson, and part of that video is actually featured in this video because I knew that I was going to be eating some traditional British food for lunch. So I deliberately filmed part of that video to be featured in this video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Also, if you're new to this channel and you like what I'm doing, then please consider subscribing, and also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. So I've just arrived at my local store and I'm going to head in there. I'm going to go and get a nice cooked British breakfast, and then I'm going to go and get all my snacks for today's challenge. Straight into Morrison's for my big breakfast. Yummy, yummy. So that's what I'm going to have. It looks really yummy, and £5, that's a really good price. All of that food. So first up on my food challenge for today is I've ordered a huge traditional English breakfast. So I'm just waiting for that to turn up. Well, it has already turned up twice, and the service is so bad in here, which I was quite surprised at. They turned up with the wrong order, and it was all over the place. But anyway, I've sent it back, and it should be here any second. So when it turns up, then obviously I'll show you what it is. Well, breakfast finally turned up, and they finally kind of got the order right but wrong, because they actually sent me 2 breakfasts for £5. I don't know if they gave the other one because they made a mess up on the other one. So look, I've got these 2. Look at this. I've got that. And this is the actual breakfast that I actually ordered. Wow, I've got to say my local supermarket Morrison's really came up trumps with this full English breakfast for only £5. Way too much food for anyone, and they gave me a second plate of food for free. I couldn't eat it, but don't worry, it didn't go to waste because my crew ate all of it. So Morrison's really came out trumps here with a cost of only £5. Totally amazing. So that's breakfast done at my local supermarket. Now I'm going to head off and get all the other stuff that I need for the rest of this food challenge today. All those lovely British foods and snacks. Well, I'm not sure I'm up to it at the moment, but, but we'll head round the store now and go and get some of that stuff. The following day I headed over to the Westminster Arms pub in Westminster, strangely enough, a world famous pub known for its famous politicians and celebrities, and I went there for lunch for a traditional cod and chips. Yummy. So I'm actually filming another video as we speak. So I'm actually filming 2 videos at the moment. One's about Boris Johnson, and also I'm doing another video, which is this one you're watching now, and I'm having lunch in the Westminster Arms, which is a very famous pub here in Parliament Square, and a lot of very famous people come in here, but I've ordered really, really nice fish and chips. Now, I'll be honest with you, it's quite expensive in here, but it's actually not that expensive, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to have a little taste of the chip now with some tartar sauce on it. This is traditional British grub. What I would say is, in comparison to that really big breakfast that I had at Morrison's yesterday, which was £5, this is double the price and there's far less food. But this is a very, very famous pub, so I don't mind paying that extra little bit. And plus you guys get to see a little bit of London and the British traditional food. The Westminster Arms pub fish and chips was a little bit more expensive than my local chippy, where I'd expect to pay about £6 or £7. But to be quite honest with you, this is a very famous pub, and the quality of the food was just as good as any restaurant, and I certainly would have paid either the same price or more at any normal restaurant. So I really haven't got any complaints at all. I thought the price overall was fine for what I was getting, and the food was to a very high standard. This video is quite different from what I usually do. I usually don't become a food critique, and that's what I guess I'm doing in this video. But if you've got any ideas for videos that you'd like to see me do, or if you've got any comments about this video, then please leave your comments down below now. For the final meal for this video, I headed off to Ming's, my local chippy, for dinner. So I'm now heading into my local fish and chip shop to get one of my favourite foods of all time, which is fish cakes. Can't wait because I absolutely love these. But I am going to have them with chips, so I know I've had chips twice in this video. Naughty, I know.
A few minutes later.
So from my local chippy, 2 fish cakes, which this one I've already had a little nibble on, and a portion of chips, £3. You just can't beat that for value. So delicious. My local chippy Ming's comes up with a real bargain, with 2 fish cakes and a portion of chips, all for £3. Absolutely delicious and one of my favourite foods. Well done, Ming's. I've got to say, out of all 3 meals, I didn't have a favourite. They were all very, very good. All very unique in their own tastes and quality and price. The first meal, which was the breakfast at Morrison's, you know, it was so big. It was really, really big. It was way too much for me to eat. I tried my best, and they gave me a second meal free, which my crew actually ate, because there's no way I would have been able to eat that. So I actually got a huge big breakfast. You know, it was a big thing like that, which was enough for probably 2 or 3 people. That was £5. I mean, you know, that is really, really good. Good price and really good quality breakfast. In fact, it was the best big breakfast that I've ever had. So I don't know if I just got lucky on that day and got a good breakfast, or if it's like that all the time, because I've never had it before. And so I'd probably try that again at some point. The second meal, which was at the Westminster Arms pub, a very famous pub, I was filming there doing my Boris Johnson video, which if you haven't seen, then you've got to check that out. It was so much fun to do it. It was quite a tricky video to make in terms of editing, because we had so many issues with the weather, but I think it came out as a great video, and it seems to be attracting quite a lot of attention at the moment. But we had a meal at the Westminster Arms pub, which was traditional cotton chips, and it was absolutely gorgeous. You know, it was £12.95, which, to be quite honest with you, initially I thought, oh, that's a bit pricey, but actually it really wasn't, because it was very high quality. It was in a very, very famous pub, and in comparison to other restaurants, I probably would have paid about the same or even more. So actually it wasn't overpriced, to be quite honest with you. I felt at that point in time it was, when I was filming, but it actually wasn't. And my third meal, which was at my local chippy Ming's, you know, £3 for 2 fish cakes, which I love fish cakes. If you haven't had fish cakes, basically it's mashed potato with mashed fish in a breadcrumb, and then it's fried. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Now I know I had it with chips, but you know, that's another thing. Shouldn't really have done that, because I'd already had chips in the other meal. But anyway, that was £3 for 2 fish cakes plus a portion of chips. You know, £3, you just don't get any better. So I really can honestly say I didn't have a favourite. They were all equally as good. So 10 out of 10 for all of them. That's the end of today's video. If you've enjoyed it, then please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to leave your comments down below. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you soon.
Hi mortals, I'm Jesus. You can now purchase Gaz Reynolds Presents The G-Log, Album Volume 1 from Apple Music, Spotify, and all major outlets around the world. Includes the massive hits Electronic Kama Sutra, I Only Hear You, and Dark Lady. This is one heavenly experience you won't forget. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can watch every episode of the G-Log religiously.
Out now, Gaz Reynolds' new album, The Wedding Album, as featured on Big Review TV and Radio Harrow. Available at iTunes and all major outlets worldwide.